Good morning, St. Louis, and welcome to another stop on the STL Donut Tour. Today's donut destination is our first fancy donut shop in the city. Fancy donut shops are known for unique and exotic flavors, larger sized donuts, and they usually cost more due to higher quality ingredients and smaller scale supply chains. Starting off as a food truck in 2013, followed in 2015 with a $10,000 first place win on the Cooking Channel's Donut Showdown, Vincent Van Doughnuts responded to public demand and opened its very first shop in Clayton. Vincent Van Doughnuts means top quality. Each batch of artisanal donuts, including the fillings, glazes, and toppings, is made from scratch daily, using the finest, freshest ingredients available. Let's take a look at those Vincent Van Doughnuts. Starting off today, we have the glazed chocolate. This big, beautiful square has a golden brown outside and a soft and chewy inside. The dough is nicely worked with lots of air pockets and a yeasty flavor. The chocolate icing is dark and rich with a great semi-bitter dark chocolate flavor, smooth texture, and great clear shine. If you think fancy donut shops can't do classic donuts, then you need to try this square beyond compare. Next up, the lemon curd filled Bismarck. The donut here has a unique bread-like texture with a nice firm golden outer crust and a soft chewy inside with a light yeasty flavor. Filled with a hefty portion of the most delicate and creamy lemon curd I've tasted. It's then tossed in powdered sugar for an added sweetness to balance out the tart flavor of the curd. This is one of my favorites today. Following that, we have the vanilla cake donut. I found this donut to be a little dense and a little too dry. It doesn't really have the moisture needed to make it melt in your mouth, and the sweetness from the glaze doesn't permeate into the donut. It just sort of sits on top and leaves you wanting more. This was a great donut for dunking though, and held up well after soaking up some coffee. I thought the cake overall had a nice flavor and a beautiful golden color to it, but the overall texture was a little too dry for me. Coming up next, we've got the chocolate-coated chocolate cake donut. If you need a serotonin boost, then this is your pick-me-up. The chocolate cake is incredibly rich with a good bitterness, which definitely helps balance out the sweetness from all the toppings. The cake is a little better than the vanilla cake, but it still feels a little dry and not moist like a rich chocolate cake should. All of the flavors balance out, and it's an overall chocolatey sweet chocolate cake donut, but the texture makes it a little hard to eat without a glass of milk or a cup of coffee nearby. And last but not least, the strawberry cheesecake donut. A beautiful centerpiece of a donut, this yeast square is soft and chewy with a nice buttery roundness that helps balance all the sweetness on top. Filled with a smooth and creamy richness that's a better cheesecake than many restaurants charge 3 times as much for. The strawberry cheesecake donut is the proper way to do dessert for breakfast. The vanilla icing, chocolate drizzle, and brown sugar walnut topping take this donut over the top and into a category all its own. If you're a fan of cheesecake donuts, then you've got to try this masterpiece from Vincent Van Doughnut. Thanks for watching the first episode of Season 3. Make sure you click like and subscribe so you don't miss another St. Louis donut shop. The STL Donut Tour is coming at you in August with fancy donut shops in the city, classic mom and pop shops out in the county, and some old school classics across the river in Illinois. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate all the comments and support, so keep those suggestions coming. Stay tuned for the next episode of STL Donut Tour, where we'll be looking for the gateway to the West through fried dough. Have a great day, everyone.